I really dropped the ball on the last training because I did not record it, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but it was fire. So I'm super excited to share this information with you guys. I do feed off energy. So if you guys want me at my peak performance, I'm gonna need some ladies to turn on their cameras. I already know you guys look cute. Don't matter if you don't got makeup on, don't matter if your hair ain't done. I don't care if you got a towel on your head. Girl, been there. I got a little pimple going right here. I get it. Okay, I get it. But I do feed off energy. So whoever is able to turn on their cameras, I will definitely be at my peak performance, being able to see you guys and speak to you guys rather than talking at you guys. So cool. I actually just ran a men's marketing training. It was so different because I'm usually used to just like helping all the boss babes. But I am super excited to be doing this training with you guys because we have a secret power as women that the men don't got, right? So we are really going to take control of this industry, take control of, you know, network marketing, of trading, right? And a couple years ago, there really weren't any women involved at all. So I think it's so exciting to see not only that we have a community of boss babes, but there are so many of us that are ready to grow and ready to take ourselves to the next level. So I'm going to just get right to it. Make sure if you guys have a pen or a paper, you're taking notes. If you don't have a pen or a paper, I really suggest you take notes on your phone. You're only able to retain so much, but I definitely will send these slides to you guys after if you need them. So let's get right to it. So before we go into, you know, actually talking about how to get people in your business, how to attract people, how to make people, you know, want this opportunity, let's talk about the pros and cons of being a woman, right? And I don't just mean in general, I mean in this industry. So pros, right? And this is something I was telling the guys, this is actually a con for them, but pros is we can compliment other people very easily, right? We can spam their photos, we could like their pictures, we could tell them, girl, you look good, or we could tell a guy, oh my gosh, you're killing it, 100, you know, put the little 100 emoji or the fire emojis, and it's accepted, right? But for a man, it's a little bit different. If a man spams your photo, what do we think he's doing? Hitting on us, right? If a man comments certain things on our photos, what do we think he's doing? Trying to get at us, right? But for women, our intentions can be really pure and really clear from the start. And you can approach men and women equally. See, this is something that the men can't do. I told the men, you should spend 80% of your time reaching out to men because you are a man and they will respect you. And women usually think that you're being flirty. And so you can be friendly without being flirty. I promise you, ladies, you can be friendly without being flirty. The other thing that I love about just talking to a group of boss babes is that you guys can attract powerful women. Powerful women. Powerful women attract powerful women, and women want a community of women. And we create community, right? We're homemakers, we're givers of love, we're better at creating a community, we're better at creating, you know, a communication between people. Men kind of lack that skill. But let's talk about the cons, right? Men sometimes want to join for you. You know, they want to join you to literally just be around you. And that's kind of creepy, right? So you want to stand your ground. And I have one girl on my team's like, dude, I literally think he joined my team because we can be on Zoom calls together. And I'm like, nope, we do not want to do that. If you are not here to trade, if you are not here to learn, I am not trying to be on a Zoom call with you. Men sometimes see us as weak. Fools. They're fools, right? We ain't weak, we're strong. And when you're reaching out to men, a lot of men are not going to take you serious, to be honest with you. They think that because you're a woman, they can't learn anything from you. And then there are double standards, right? This is the one part I hate. You post a cute picture in your bikini and men think it's for them. And I'm like, no, boy, it's for us, right? I am posting this cute pic for me. But as a businesswoman, you really want to have a fine line between how much of yourself that you do show on social media. And that's something that I learned. You want to be really careful about how provocative that you're being on social media. And I know that that might hurt some people's feelings. We got them cute booty pics. We got them cute pictures with, you know, like showing a little bit too much. But if you want to be taken seriously, you really have to set a standard for yourself. So before I talk about social media, let's educate, right? I love education. I love learning new facts. And so if you can take anything from this entire presentation, I really would love it to be the things from this particular slide. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the company and then I'm going to talk about the industry. And when people come at you, these are things that you can use to become reputable. These are things that you can use to really take your business to the next level. I'm kind of dying right now that I'm wearing a shirt that says on Wednesdays we wear pink and it's Tuesday. So everybody just don't pay attention to that. Right now I'm like, am I wearing a shirt this is Wednesday? So about our company, number one, we are the largest trading academy in the world, ladies. There is no academy, there is no community, there is no trading platform that is bigger than us or better than us, and for good reason, right? And so think about it. With Amazon, right? They kind of bought out a lot of like these stores. Toys R Us went out of business. People are just buying things online. Why? Because they're the biggest, the largest. So what do you guys think is going to take part in the next couple of years? We're going to just expand and get bigger, and all of the other competitors, they're literally going to like bow down and come with us because we cannot be stopped or beaten. And so when people join this business, they have the ability to learn from hundreds of the top 6 to 8 figure traders. Hundreds, right? As opposed to your friend who's doing a course where it's just him. It's one person, right? And so they said this yesterday in the Forbes notification, in the Forbes page, if you guys haven't seen it, in the news publication, they said with over 200 of the brightest, the best market educators in the industry, this academy is in 9 different languages and is available 24 hours daily. Think about that. Think about the type of people that we can help, right? And so this business has been around since 2013. If those of you guys that didn't know that, now you know. Okay, in 7 years of business, the company has generated roughly over $1 billion in revenue. And so no matter what anybody says, it's fake, it's a scam, it's not real, girl, you're wasting your time, numbers don't lie, and neither do facts, right? So close to 200,000 customers are in this business and climbing. 85% of those customers just trade. 85%. So if people are like, I don't want to do it because I don't want to talk to people, guess what? We have something for everyone. And I'm a businesswoman. For those of you guys that don't know my story, I do apologize. I just like kind of got into this heat of the moment. This was a call that I originally planned for just my team. So usually I don't introduce myself every time. But for those of you guys that don't know me, my name's Mandy. I'm from LA, and I studied marketing for literally 6 years of my life right after high school. And so one thing that I really did learn is that when you are able to have a little bit of something for everyone, that's when a business takes off. And so we have something for literally everyone, ladies. If someone says like, oh, I don't really want to talk to people, I'm introverted, that's okay, you can just trade. If someone says, dude, I'm really an extrovert, I don't know if I could do the charts and the numbers and everything. First of all, you don't need to be good at math. Second of all, there is a business side. There is a network marketing side of this business that you can take advantage of. So there is something for everyone. And as someone that really makes educated decisions, guys, I've been prospected for Monet, for Arbonne, I've been prospected for Primerica, for Herbalife, every MLM literally in the world. And this one made the most sense, not only because the comp plan was so generous, but because there is something for everyone and we can literally change people's life with this opportunity. And the moment that you start to believe that, the moment that you understand that is the moment your business takes off. Because you have the power to help other people have the power. We're operating in 120 different countries. Out of all of those countries, think about how many people don't even have water, don't even have food, cannot apply for jobs, but they can do this. They can build a business, they can become an independent business owner, and on top of that, they can learn to duplicate money on their phone. So if you guys didn't know these facts before this call, make sure that you literally use that when you're talking to people. You're not trying to convince people, you're trying to educate people. And that's the key, is education. When people hear that we just made it to Forbes, that we're the largest trading academy in the world, that we've been in business for 7 years and have generated over $1 billion, that's when people come to you. That's when people get involved in your business. That's why you got involved in this business. Maybe, maybe not, right? But now let's talk about the industry. Okay, these are things you need to know when you're talking to people. Look, this is a $6.6 to $7 trillion a day industry. And guess what? This industry, trading and investing, it is the #1 industry for creating the most millionaires. The #1 industry. Investing. Doesn't that sound sexy? I'm an investor, right? Who doesn't want to be that? The 1%. And what's crazy is before this, guys, I used to do influencer marketing. I have done social media marketing. I have done brand marketing. I have done referral-based marketing, which isn't the same as network marketing. It's a little bit different. I have done every form of marketing, but I never touched network marketing. And why? Because I literally thought that it was something that was a scam. And that's me just being really honest with you guys. I thought that network marketing was literally the worst form of marketing, but guess what? It's the best form of marketing. Network marketing is responsible for making more millionaires than any other industry. That includes actors, artists, NBA players, professional athletes. 20% of all the millionaires in the world, guys, made their fortune through network marketing. I just had a meeting with Mariah and Selma, who are on this call, and Sierra the other day, and they were like, oh yeah, there's like this girl and she owns OOTD. It's like a clothing line. And what's crazy is they just see her for the businesswoman she is now, having the clothing line, having all of the things that she wants. But what's crazy is she got her start through network marketing. She used to do Primerica. And through Primerica, what she did is she got enough capital to invest in her own business, where now she can do whatever she wants. And so some of you guys might not want to be like the biggest network marketer in the world, but ask yourself this: what is your dream and what is your goal and what is it going to take to get you there? Most likely the answer is money. And I'm not the type of person that is like money hungry. I think about money all the time, but I understand that you need a vehicle to get you to your goals. And so if 20% of all millionaires in the world have made their fortune through network marketing, and the most women millionaires have been generated through online businesses, guess what, ladies? We're in the right place at the right time, right? And I think that is so important for us to realize before even moving on to this information, is that you guys are in the best place at the best time with the best people. If those of you guys have ever talked to anybody who was interested in Bitcoin, tell them this. Do they know that Crypto Picasso is actually one of our educators? For those of you guys that don't know who Crypto Picasso is, he's the top cryptocurrency trader in the world. And he's one of our educators. Think about that. Ponder on that for a second. Right? People, it's such a scam. It doesn't work. It does. You got to make it work though. And so the company will not pay you to trade, but give you the vehicle and the information to trade. But guess what they do pay you to do? To get customers, and to get customers who get customers. All you're doing is plugging people into a system so that they can grow at their term, their way, on their time. And so when people are like, oh yeah, but I'd rather invest in like the stock market. I got Robinhood for free. That's great. But one thing that I love to tell people is, how much of a capital do you have to invest? Oh yeah, I have like a couple $100. Then Forex is the way for you. It's not stocks, baby. The reason is because stocks, you need a huge capital in order to see a big ROI. But with Forex, there's something called leverage, right? And so those of us that don't know, leverage allows potential gains on small account sizes. This is the reason that you see people flipping $100 accounts into $1,000 accounts. This is a reason you see people flipping $400 to $4,000, right? There's very low risk and there's high reward. And so I wanted to start off with that because I think education should be the number one goal. We're never trying to convince people. We're trying to sort through people to find the right person. So let's talk about our list, because I already know some of you guys are guilty of this, because I'm guilty of this. We are told in the very beginning to make your list like your gas tank, right? A list is like a gas tank. The bigger it is, the farther you'll go. And so we're told to put everyone we know on a list. But guess what we do? We put the people that we feel like talking to on our list. We put the people that we're down to approach on our list. We don't put all of the people that we know on a list. And that's where we go wrong. That is where we make the biggest mistake, guys, is we prejudge people before allowing them the opportunity to make the decision themselves. And so I think about that all the time. What if I had prejudged Stephanie? What if I had prejudged Karen? What if I had prejudged Noelle? What if I had prejudged these people and said, oh, you know what? She's not going to do it. She already has enough going on. Let me tell you, Noelle's on this call, so I'm going to use her as an example because I'm staring at her right now. She is in the Army. She was doing an internship. She was finishing up grad school. And so she's the last person I ever would have thought that would get started. And she's absolutely killing it. And so that just shows you, when you prejudge people, you're really shooting yourself in the foot because you're not allowing people to make that decision themselves. So what I want you guys to do after this call is make a huge list of everybody you know. Now, that doesn't mean you need to reach out to every single person right now, but it means that you need to have a database of all the people you know, because in this business, your net worth is your network. Your network is your net worth, right? Whichever way you spin it, it's still the same, right? And so go through the contacts of your phone, write everybody down, even your cousins, even your tia. Okay, I know you don't want to tell tia about it, but you need to put her down. Okay, I know you don't want to tell your tío about it. You don't want to tell your cousins that are annoying you, but just put them down. So visually, you can see your net worth, right? Your Instagram followers. your family. This is someone nobody puts on their list. Their family, their close friends, their best friends, their classmates, their coworkers, their friend that they met at the club through the other friend, your friend that you met through your cousin, right? All these people need to be on your list. And I'm sparked something inside each one of you guys right now. Your mind is probably doing this right now. You're like, oh shit, I have so many people I haven't even like talked to about this. And you haven't given them the decision, right, to really get involved. So I'm going to talk to you guys mostly about social media on this call. I'm mostly going to be talking about how to do attraction marketing and target marketing through social media. But before we do that, let's talk about those of you guys that are on this call that are like, I don't have a network. I was introverted in high school. Nobody talked to me. I don't talk to people. My circle's small. You know, I can't trust nobody. I get it. I get it. Okay, we all have a reason on why we can't do this, but let's talk about how we can make it happen, because I think that's so important in this business, is being solution focused rather than problem focused. So let's talk about how to build our network. One thing that I learned from Kiani, he was actually out here, Kiani McGee, Chairman 10, almost Chairman 25. He was out here in LA for like 5 days, and I followed him around for 5 days, and I studied the man because he had the success that I wanted. And so if I did what he did and I acted the way he acted, I would have the same success he had, right? So one thing that Kiani did is no matter where he went, he met someone. He talked to somebody. He got somebody's Instagram, he got somebody's contact information, and then he reached out for the opportunity later. So how do we do that, right? We're in the supermarket, you know, the girl that checks us out every single day, she seems like a stud, you know, she doesn't seem happy with her job. And so how do we approach her about the situation, about this opportunity, without being like weird at her job? How do we approach the person that we meet at Venice Beach, you know, that's just looking at us from afar? Number one is you compliment them. Compliments always spark conversation. Now, if you don't want to compliment someone, relate to them in somehow, and that sparks conversation. So what I would do is if I was in Venice right now and I seen Ari and we're in the same store, I'd be like, hey dude, I love your shoes. Where did you get them? Now we have a conversation. Hey, you seem like a hard worker. If you go to a restaurant and the lady that's bussing your table is just busting ass, right? Dude, you seem like a hard worker. I love your energy. What's your Instagram, right? And I know that that's such a scary thing to get out of your mouth, is what's your Instagram, but I promise you, you will not regret it. Because once you get their Instagram, now you have a way to contact them. You can ask for their number, don't get me wrong, but I think Instagram is just kind of the wave now. People just go up to people and are like, what's your Instagram? What's your Instagram? But don't just go up to someone and ask them what their Instagram is. Spark a conversation first. And that's one thing that I learned from Kiani, is no matter where he went, I took this man to Santa Monica, he met someone. I took this man to Venice Beach, he met 2 people. I took him to Perch. Now the freaking, the waitresses were like, talking to him the whole time, and I'm like, damn, he really just attracts everybody. And the reason that he does it is because he's very friendly and he compliments people. And I don't know about you guys, but when I'm having a shitty day and a stranger compliments me, it changes my whole day around. So at the very least, you know what? Yeah, maybe you didn't get their Instagram, but you made someone's day a little bit better, and that makes us a better person. So I really, really, really urge you, if you're the type of person that has a small network, that you go out and you build that network every single day, right? And once you build that network up, you get their contact information, and then you can reach out about the opportunity. So that's a little bit about how to grow your network in person, because I know a lot of people have questions about that, but let's go back to the main reason we're all here, right? Social media. It's powerful, it's super powerful, and all of us should use it. And one thing that I think a lot of us don't realize is 92% of companies in the world recruit people through social media. So why not you? Uber Eats, we have Fashion Nova, Arbonne, Monet. We have so many companies that are going through social media to recruit people, that why not help other people learn how to make money from their phone? Why not help other people learn how to become an independent business owner, get out of their current situation by doing this? Why not you, right? Why not you? And I hear a lot of people say, oh, because I haven't been doing it long enough. Oh, because I don't know enough. Oh, but you don't need to, right? You don't need to. All you need to do is point them in the direction of the information, okay? And so all of us like attraction marketing more. I know it, because people come to us rather than us talking to people. It's very scary to shoot your shot. But attraction marketing and target marketing have to be a balance in your life if you're really trying to grow this business. So how can we, let's talk about attraction marketing first. How can we get people to approach us, right? How can we be in the position of power as women? How can we get our friends, our family, strangers to be like, hey, Brenda, how are you doing this? What is this investing thing? Hey, what is this? You know, Karen, how can I get more information about this? The way that you do it is you do it through your posts on your story. You reflect growth. You reflect opportunity. You show that you're fulfilled, that you're happy, that you're in a community, right? You show that you're growing. People like that. People love that. They want to be a part of that, right? If I ever see somebody that's like, dude, my life has changed for the better and da-da-da-da-da-da, I literally will be like, how are you doing this? You know, oh my God, you look great. Oh my God, this is amazing, right? And so what you don't want to do, and this is something that I know the men do a lot more than us, so I really touched on it on the last call that I did with the men, is you don't want to spam and you don't want to be negative. Now, what do I mean by that? Number one, ladies, if our story is this long with like 50 of the little story things, nobody's watching it. Nobody. I get pissed when it's that long. I'm like, really? Like this, unless it's your birthday or you just ranked up, it should not be that freaking long, right? And even then, it's a little spammy, so you want to be really careful with how many posts you post. A happy medium is somewhere between 5 and 15 posts on your story, okay? And do yourself a favor and make sure that they're like kind of spread out. You don't want to do, I am Academy, 4X, 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 4X. Oh, I ate today. Like, that's like so crazy, right? You really want to have a balance of your life, your face, your workout regimen, and your business, right? Don't be negative. If you are negative on social media, oh, tap in or get left behind, or if you're not trading Forex, you're weak, you're this, guess what you're going to attract? Negative people. Do we want people like that in our business? Hell to the no. Tell me what is more annoying than the person that's on Instagram like, bro, this could be you, but like you're sleeping, and it's like someone with like a bunch of money. You're like, even if that could be me, no thanks. Like, I don't want to be in business with someone like that. So you guys want to be really careful about what you post and how you say it, right? If I make a post right now and I'm like, hey guys, like, you know, I really want to help a couple people level up, DM me if you're interested. People are like, oh, that's cool. You know, Mandy's trying to help. If I'm like, dude, like, hit me up in my DM if you want to make real money, leave your job, nobody wants to work for corporate anymore. People are like, whoa, like, chill. I love my corporate job, girl. You are insulting me and you're scaring me away. So you really want to make sure that you're not too negative with people on social media, because people won't want to join you. And show your journey. I think this is the biggest thing that people don't do, and it really is shooting yourself in the foot, is if I started 3 months ago and I haven't posted one thing about this business, guess what? People don't know that I started this journey. People don't know that I'm consistent. So you really want to show. And if you guys have been in this business for 2 years and you haven't posted one thing, it's okay. You can start today, right? So these are like some examples of what I have posted on my story. One is just a picture of a graph, and I tagged the Life by Design ladies. I tagged the Life by Design group. I like to leverage those pages because it shows that we're a real community, right? And I put, I live for a living, work from your phone. Now that's borderline a little offensive for people that, you know, don't work from their phone, but I think it still has a good, fine balance between like attraction marketing and still being positive, right? The second one, it says sell. And I will tell you, the graphs intimidate people, but they also entice people a little bit. But when you're writing Wi-Fi money, make money in your sleep, learn to invest, right? People are attracted to that, right? So by you doing that, now you're building your credibility through social media. So I'm going to talk about target marketing too, but let's talk about attraction marketing, because when you're brand new, this is the easiest way to build your business quick. If you're not doing, obviously, warm marketing calls. This is the second easiest way, is attraction marketing. So attraction marketing, it involves pretty much you giving value for free, okay, to pull prospective leads into your business, right? The attraction part is the key here, guys. It's the important part. The idea is not to shove I Am Academy down people's throats, but to grab their attention, and on an unconscious level, they don't really even know that you're trying to attract them. And now they've been convinced to take action, right? So basically you're giving before you take, which is so important in a relationship business. And you're putting things on social media to attract people to you. Hey, Mandy, someone hit me up and was like, hey, Mandy, like, I have no idea what you're doing, but your life seems amazing. And it seems like you're going up. Sign me up. And I was like, sign you up, girl. I want you to see the information first. She's like, nope, just sign me up. And I'm like, no, you're going to see the information first. The last thing you want is for people to come into your business, not know what the hell they're getting themselves into, and then hop out. The back office ain't pretty when it's like that, let me tell you. So by giving, I don't mean you guys are giving them free signals, but knowledge and information and value. something that's going to help other people make a wise choice and feel like they made an educated decision. Because nothing's worse than jumping into something that you're not educated on and then being like, oh shit, what did I get myself into? I'm out of here, right? So really make sure that we're helping these people make an educated decision by educating them. So how can we educate them, right? How can we educate people without them seeing a presentation? You spread knowledge. You spread awareness. We just made it to Forbes, ladies. If that ain't on your story already, it ought to be, right? Because that's a huge accomplishment. We just made it to Forbes. Like that's crazy. And that will earn trust and that will earn credibility. By you posting that you are in profit, right? Obviously you can't post your profits because we are an MLM and we can't entice people. But by you posting woke up to profit in a chart, by you posting a screen recording of our group chats on Telegram where everybody's saying that they're in profit, now you're earning credibility. And by you posting on a daily basis the business, or at least every other day, you're earning credibility. Be authentic, be approachable, right? I think one of the biggest things that people have a misconception on, because I have like 30K, is that I'm not approachable. I'm super approachable. I will talk to anybody and everybody. Doesn't matter if you're in my business, doesn't matter if you're on my team, doesn't matter if you're on somebody else's team. I will talk to you and I will be very consistent and responsive when I really am paying attention. So sometimes we are like so busy that we forget. And so that's like a downfall. But I'm going to teach you guys how to create a call to action so that people can actually ask you like, hey, I'm interested. How can I know more information? So just to like bring it all into perspective, the basic principle of attraction marketing, guys, is to educate your audience. We're not trying to argue with people. We're not trying to convince people. We want to show them the goodness and desirability on their own terms so that they're actually in control of their decision, right? Because I don't know about you guys, but one thing that I don't like is to be got, is to get got. I don't like to be sold. I want to like go back and forth with people. That's just me, right? Some of you guys probably don't care. I remember there's a couple people on this call that are actually in my business that are like, Mandi, I don't care. Just sign me up. And I'm like, all right. But honestly, people really want to make that decision themselves. So by you being transparent, by you showing the journey, being authentic, and really being real with people, they'll be able to decide if this is something that they want to do. So first thing you should do, let's say you just jumped into the academy today and you want to build a business today, is you should make a marketing poll with your face on it. Now, why should your face be on it instead of a chart? One, people are going to pay more attention. It's way, 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 way more credible when it's actually you speaking. And you don't want to go like off on a tangent, like, oh guys, like I just started this Forex group. It's really cool. We copy and paste signals, da, 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 da. Like you don't want to give them too much, right? You just want to be the preview to the movie. So what I did when I first got started that attracted, like, I remember like my first week, I got like 20 people on a call because I literally went on and was like, hey guys, I just talked to my mentor. We're actually opening up our group to 5 new motivated individuals. Like comment on this poll below if you're interested in how we're making money from our phones, right? Super like honest, super open, but not giving too much. And now you've what? Sparked curiosity. You've piqued interest. You've gotten people to think like, I'm interested. What you don't want to do when you put that poll together is put yes or yes. Why? Because you're not giving people the option to make a decision. So instead of putting yes, or some of people are like, oh my God, I've been doing that the whole time. You can do like yes, or I'm curious, give me more info, or yes, I'm in, right? Those are options. But by you putting yes or yes, you are not giving people the decision. And so they don't want to vote. They don't want to vote. Okay. So what is very important, and also guys, just to go back on this, you should only post a video like this where you're saying, hey, I'm looking to open up my group to 5 new motivated individuals, like every month at most, 2 months, right? You don't want to be like that person, like on Thursday, I'm looking for 5 individuals. On Saturday, I'm looking for 10 individuals. People are like, girl, how many people are you actually looking for, right? Obviously, we're looking for a lot of people, but we don't want to come off too spammy, right? It all goes back to being too spammy. Now, the good thing is, as women, we have the power, guys, to literally attract boss babes and guys into our business, right? Sometimes it's weird. Guys don't want to work with guys because it's like a male thing. But the only time that we kind of lack in that area is sometimes men don't want to work with us because they see us as weak, or they don't want to be led by a woman. And honestly, to hell with them. I don't want them anyway. Like, honestly, like, if they don't want to work with us, guys, we don't need to work with them. You are trying to attract a certain type of person. And so what you want to do is create a call to action. So what is that? It's a way for people to approach you without having to actually slide into your DMs, because people don't know what to say, right? And they want you to actually reach out to them. It's crazy. You guys don't even realize you have a lot of silent lovers on the gram. You guys have a lot of people that are like, damn, I wish Ari would like ask me like to join whatever she's doing. It seems like, you know, a really good opportunity, but they just don't want to ask. Dang, I wish Jocelyn would like, you know, like reach out to me, but people just don't want to ask for some reason. So you can create a call to action. Vote below if you're interested in learning how I make money from my phone. Double tap if you really want to become an investor or you want to be successful. Comment below if you're really looking for a change in your life. Tag a friend who needs a side hustle, right? DM me if you're serious about taking your career to the next level. Those are all call to actions, right? And so you want to do one of these every week or 2 weeks. You don't want to do every day, right? You don't want to do every day. So here is an example of the same chart that I showed you in the last slide. It says sell, Wi-Fi money, and it says who's trying to level up. I gave them 2 options, me or I'm curious, right? And so every person that responds to that poll, I reach out to them. I say, hey, I know you responded to my poll. I wanted to reach out to you and see like, what are you currently doing for work? I don't get straight to like, are you interested? No. What are you doing for work? I want to know why they're trying to get out of their situation. That's when you take an interest in people. Now, I literally just posted this one today. It says interested in investing, and it's a guy raising his hand and a girl raising her hand, and it's giving people options. And it says, be your own boss, learn and earn on your own terms. And that is what's going to attract people. Who doesn't want to be their own boss? Who doesn't want to make money from their phone? Like, come on. People just don't know what they don't know. So this is where we educate them. So there is a power of a script, but I will tell you, as women, we can do a lot of different things. And as men, they can't. And so this was more geared towards the men, because I told them, I was like, look, with women, when you guys are reaching out, you don't go back and forth with women and say, hey girl, like I noticed, like you just like hit them with the script so that they know your intention very, very quickly. And so for me, if I'm reaching out to men, guys, this is what I send them. I send this to every single man I reach out to, unless it's a personal friend. You know, I'll build rapport with them, ask them what they're doing for work, and then I'll get to the highlighted section where it says, would you be open? So the power of a script is your intentions are clear really quick, really fast, and you attract people who make decisions fast. And those are my favorite type of people to work with. The people that are like, yeah, I'm open. Yeah, I'm interested. Yeah, give me more information. Those are the people that I really want to work with. I don't want to work with the people that are like, it depends, like, what is it? Can you explain? Like, I'll explain it to them. Don't get me wrong. But like, usually those people are already coming into the opportunity with like a negative outlook. And I can't blame them, to be honest with you. Some of us were just raised in negative environments, so we're naturally negative. It's something that I'm really trying to grow out of, because my whole life it's been, that's too good to be true. Money doesn't grow on trees. Money's the root of all evil. That's a scam. It'll never work. And so for me, I was trained, go to school, get good grades, go to college, get a career. And that's what I did, because that's what I was trained to do. And as kids, we're trained, even though they say we're fostered in an environment of love and we're raised to be this. No, we're trained. From the moment we come out of the womb, we are freaking trained, guys. And so people need to be untrained, and some people want to be untrained. And so you really have to be careful. Like, don't say no to someone just because they're negative. You just got to educate them. That's why I really brought up the slide in the beginning and teaching you guys about this industry and about this business, because if you educate people, they don't know what they don't know, right? So if I'm reaching out to a guy, this is what I'd say. I'd say, hey, Cruiser, I'm Mandy. So great to meet you. I noticed that you were in Florida, and I wanted to reach out to you about a business project I'm currently expanding. Would you be open to connecting about a side income project if it didn't interfere with what you're already doing? Notice that I didn't ask him to join my business. I didn't say join my team. Don't tell people join your team. If you tell people join my team, they think all of a sudden you're their boss, even though you're not, right? So I say, would you be open to connecting, no pressure, about a side income project if it didn't interfere with what you're already doing, right? So this is like a really simple way to just, boom, talk to a guy. The thing that I really hesitate with is building rapport with men, because men think that like we're like trying to get at them. And I'm like, no, honey, this is not Tinder. I'm literally trying to, approach you with a business opportunity. So this approach is actually an approach that I've been using a lot more than any other. And this is actually how Cruiser got me interested in the business. Okay. So what I'll do is I will look for people based on their location. If I want a business in LA, I'll go to LA. If I want a business in Miami, I'll look through Miami. And for those of you guys that are screenshotting this page, I am totally down to send you guys these slides. I don't hide stuff. I am totally willing to send you the entire presentation, but you can screenshot, go for it, girl. I am not gonna stop you. So this is a 2 to 3 step process on how to get people into your business without having to go back and forth with people all day. And I had this conversation with someone that was in my business who's super friendly with people. I said, how long does it take you to pop the question? To ask them. And when I say pop the question, it's this question that's underlined. Would you be open to connecting about a side income project if it didn't interfere with what you're already doing? That's the question. That's the magic question. That's a call to action. That's what we're trying to get to here. So it doesn't matter how you get there. If you want to get there by saying, what do you do for work? Great. If you want to get there by saying, you know, are you looking for something new? Great. But this is the way that Cruiser got there with me. So this is the way I go at it with people. I say, hey, Jessica, I'm Mandy. I came across your recent post and I noticed that you were in Hawaii. Guys, I'm manifesting a team in Hawaii, just so you know. Also, Hawaii has the highest unemployment rates right now. So it's a great place to prospect people. So I said, I noticed you were in Hawaii and I wanted to reach out to you to see if you still lived in the area. She put, hi, yes, I am. Right, this is the exact same way Cruiser got me. He said, I noticed you were in LA. And I was like, yeah, I am. Then I put, that's awesome. I was hoping you were there because I have a business project I'm expanding in your area. Would you be open to connecting about a side income project if it didn't interfere with what you're already doing? She put, I'm open to learning more about it. Perfect. Guess what I'm going to do now? I'm going to show her the plan. I've already piqued her interest. I'm going to show her the plan. Are you available tonight at this time to learn more about the opportunity? Okay. And now that I'm looking at this, I'm like, I need to follow up with this girl. I don't even remember if I followed up. So how can we attract people that we really want to work with into our business? Number one, you want to find people you relate to. Since I'm an artist, I look for singers and songwriters because I know that they have a high desire to have more time to do their passion, which is make music. And some of you guys that are on the call, your passion is not Forex. Your passion is not network marketing. Your passion is music. Your passion is makeup. Your passion is freedom. Your passion is fitness, right? Everybody has a passion. And so realizing, like I said before with the girl who opened up her own business using the network marketing money, is that this is a vehicle that can give you the capital that you need to have what it is that you want in life. Whether it's freedom, whether it's, you know, a nice home, whether it's, you know, having more time to work on your craft. This is a way for you to do it. So find people who relate to you. If you're big into fitness, find people that do fitness. If you're big into art, find people who do that. If you were a cheerleader in high school, find cheerleaders. If you play football, find those people, right? It's a game of relatability. People want to work with people like them, okay? People want to work with people like them. And so how can we find these people? Number one, we can find them with location tags, especially if you're using this strategy. You know, telling them, hey, I noticed you were in this area, wanted to see if you're still there. Location tags are great. For me, I like to manifest certain locations. I will say if you're not like a P150 yet, I would really focus in on the people in your area and then expand. If you want to expand right away, that's okay. One person that I know that's amazing at expansion is Sarah B. She actually just ran a training last Sunday. She has people from Romania, from Greece, from Germany, from China. She has all these people and it's great, but it is a little difficult for someone that's brand new because now you got to work with all these time schedules and that's a little hard. If you have someone, if you're in Seattle and you have people that are in Seattle, you can get with these people, you can meet them. You know, so I really would suggest if you're not a P150 yet to start building your team local and then expand. Another thing is looking for people through hashtags. This is my favorite way of finding people. Because if I type in a hashtag and I'm like, you know, mindset matters, success driven, entrepreneurial women, women who, I don't know, are successful, right? These kinds of hashtags will attract me to people who are positive, to people who are trying to grow, to people who believe in manifestation, who believe in affirmations, who believe in this. Right? Because one thing that we are, guys, is yes, we're a trading platform, but we are a community. We are a community of like-minded individuals. There are so many people in this academy that will help you, that will empower you, that will guide you, that will teach you, that will motivate you, right? And other people want to be a part of that. Yes, Jocelyn's going like this because she's right. And guys, I found some of the best people in my business through social media, through hashtags. I found Jocelyn through a freaking hashtag on somebody's page. Literally, she reposted a story of my friend's app. It was a positive affirmation, motivational app. And when she reposted it, I thought, well, if this girl likes to do this and that and the other, she'll probably like this community, right? And it was honestly the best decision I ever made reaching out to her, because now I've made not only a friend, but my business is growing and I'm helping her grow a business, right? And so one thing you do want to do, and Cruiser did a great job of this with me, is you want to literally try to taproot people that are a little bit higher than you. Now, it doesn't mean they're better than you, but it means that they have something that you need: contacts, credibility, coachability, right? If someone doesn't have any contacts or any credibility, I don't care, as long as they're coachable. But if you don't have any contacts or credibility and you're not coachable, miss me with that. I don't care about the volume. I do not want to work with you, because if you can't be coachable, then how am I going to help you? I will tell you though, as someone that has grown a business very, very quickly with so many other things going on, the one thing you don't want to do is attract people that are literally going to whine, complain, not be coachable, because then it just creates this headache. And I'm like, oh, I hope this person quits. I really do, because I cannot work with that, right? You want to work with people that are positive. So taproot, if you can, taproot micro influencers, people with 20K, 10K. Let me tell you, somebody who has 30K, we don't get paid. We don't, right? We get sent shoes. We get sent free makeup. We get sent free stuff, but we're not getting paid for our platform. And so ask them, hey, have you ever got paid through social media, through your platform? You want to taproot people who have 5K, 10K, 20K, 30K, 50K, so that your business can grow and you can actually help this person use their platform for good. So when you guys are actually reaching out to these people, you know, you want to compliment the influencers, right? You really do, because influencers, number one, they love to be called influencers and they love compliments. That's the reason that they've got to the success that they've had. So I'll tell them, fitness influencers, I say, hey, I noticed you're crushing it with fitness and with your consistency. I know you'd kill it at what I do. Would you, always going back to the call to action, would you be open to connecting about a side income project if it didn't interfere with what you're already doing, right? So this is a way for you guys to find hitters. Do me a favor, shoot your shot. Don't be afraid. If you get left on red, if you get ghosted, guess what? Nothing gained, nothing lost. Just do it. Just do it, because you never know. Do you think Cruiser knew when he reached out to me and I had 30K and he had 12K that I was going to respond? Do you think that he knew that I would join and I would literally take this business how I took it in the first 3 months? Hell no. The moment that he approached me, you know what I told him? I was like, I have about an hour to give this. And then I saw the power in it. And I saw, damn, I'm working my butt off for this company to be the CEO. And I was way down here. I was the hardest working person in the room. I was working 9 to 5 every single day, sometimes 9 to 6, 9 to 7, doing projects, doing extra stuff. And I was not getting paid for my performance. I was being paid minimum wage with a freaking master's degree, guys, in an industry that I loved. I love music. I love radio. I love it. It's guys, I used to hang out with, like, at work, I'd see Snoop Dogg and Pharrell and Jackie Chan and Saweetie, and tell me that's not a job everybody wants. But when you're getting paid $14 an hour and you just paid $100K for your education, hell no. Be smarter. And that's the thing, is like when people are like, oh, it's a pyramid scheme, it's this, it's the other. I'm like, dude, have you ever thought about, like, not to say anything about corporate jobs, because I have one, I've had one forever, even though I'm furloughed. There's one person on the top and everybody's working for that one person, and nobody ever is going to get to the point of being the CEO. If that's not a freaking pyramid scheme, I don't know what is. And the crazy thing about this business is most people have the misconception that when you sign up under someone else, you can never surpass them. And not to throw these people under the bus, but I will say I joined and I was under CJ and Lewis, and I passed, and I literally passed them in like a couple months. So it's just to show you, it's not to brag, but it's to show you that you can literally become the CEO of your own business. You can take control, right? And you can literally help other people do the same. So this slide, I love to bring up these laws. These are things that Cruiser says all the time, and I really pay attention to, because one thing I will tell you is no matter what kind of facts or statistics you have, laws do not lie, right? Laws do not lie. So there's a law of averages, right? When you do something long enough, a ratio is actually going to appear. So if I reach out to people every single freaking day, I'm going to hit P150. 2 to 3 of every 10 people that you guys put on a presentation that see the full presentation, they're gonna join. 2 or 3 out of every 10, right? And so there's this power of consistency. The person with the most exposure wins, right? But the person with the most 3 ways, though, that's the person that ranks up the fastest. The person that connects their people with their mentor is the person that ranks up the fastest. Why? because there's a law of familiarity with people that you do know. And so people that know you, they take for granted that they have easy access to you. They are around you for so long that they tend to take you for granted. They see you as the person that you were in college, as a person that you were when you guys worked at that one company together, as a person that you were in high school, right? And so because they've been around you for so long, your family, your friends, your best friends, your cousins, they take you for granted and they don't think you're serious, and you are freaking serious, right? And this business is serious. And so that's where edification comes in. And I think for the brand new person, edification is really weird, because if you've never done it, it's kind of like awkward. You're like putting someone on a pedestal and making them sound like they walk on water, but it's so important. Think about any opportunity that you've ever had. If someone has told you like, oh my gosh, you're going to have an interview with this person. He's the CEO of the company. He's this, that, and the other. You're like, oh shit, like I'm going to get nice and dressed. I'm going to smell good. I'm going to be on point, right? So if you tell someone, look, I'm going to connect you with one of the top leaders in this academy. I'm going to connect you with someone that has been helping hundreds of people, someone that has helped me get to the level that I'm at and helped so many others get to an insane amount of success. Now people are paying attention, right? I'm going to connect you with my mentor. Trust me. Right now people are like, dude, now I totally am paying attention. So with you guys, it's like, yeah, expose people to the opportunities. I see so many people are like, yeah, I sent like 100 DMs, but how many three-ways did you book from those 100 DMs? And that's one of the biggest things that I messed up on in the beginning of this business is I was telling everybody and anybody about this business, but I wasn't tracking it and I wasn't scheduling three-ways. And the moment that I changed that and I started scheduling three-ways with my mentors, my business was growing, my business was growing, my business was growing. Guys, when I first started this business, I used to call my friends on my phone thinking it was going to be a 10-minute conversation. And I would talk to them about the business for 45 minutes and I would say all the wrong things and I scared them away. Do not do that. Do not do that. I literally burned through a huge amount of my market as far as like at my work in radio. And because I remember I was so hyped about it that I told everybody like a bunch of like word vomit, and everybody at my work has been like since like very like, you know, maybe. But if you edify your mentor, if you say just enough to get in front of the information, I promise you, people are going to join. Ari, I'm sorry. I know that you were taking notes, girl. You got that? Okay. So there is a system here. We've heard it a million times, but how many of us really do every single thing? You pique interest, you show the plan, you schedule a three-way with your mentor. Now, if you can't get people on the phone with your mentor, guess what you do? You put them in a chat with your mentor on Instagram. The more people that you connect with your mentor, the more you are going to have success. I promise you. So pique interest. How do we pique interest? Attraction marketing, reaching out to people and telling them, hey, I just found a great way to make some extra money online. I want your opinion on it. Showing them the plan is getting them in front of the opportunity calls. And I think this is where a lot of us, we fail to realize that the opportunity calls is the only way to get people involved, is to put them on a call and have them see all the information. Now, if you pique their interest, you show them the plan, and then you get them on a three-way with your mentor, guess what? You have success, right? So let's talk about the process, right? The process of getting people on, whether it's attraction marketing, target marketing, whether it's people you know, people you don't know. First thing is you need to get their attention. So if it's people you don't know, right, you show love on their Instagram posts, you like and comment things, you reply to their stories. And if you guys don't want to just get liked when you reply to someone's story, steer away from like the heart eye emojis and actually ask a question or actually write a sentence, and people will respond to you. And now you can build a relationship. Now you can have a conversation with people. When you guys are doing attraction marketing, you want to do all the things I showed you, but let's talk about the people that you know, because I know that a lot of people on this call, you guys have a lot of people in your circle that you have not talked to about this business. And so what do you do to get them interested, to get them kind of attraction marketing, but not on social media? You tell them you're excited. You tell them that you're growing. And you take an interest in what they're doing. How's work going for you? Oh, it's terrible. I'm dang. Dude, are you looking for something else? Because I have a really exciting opportunity that I can share with you, right? You tell people in your family, like, I am so happy and grateful now that I'm in this community. I have grown so much. I am super excited about my future, and I know that this business is going to the top, right? And then you pause. And your cousins are like, what? Thea, what is she talking about? Girl, what are you talking about, right? And then you tell them, hey, as my cousin, as my friend, I want you to check this out and give me your opinion on it. I'm not trying to get you to get signed up. I'm not trying to get you, you know, involved if you don't want to be, but honestly, I see myself taking this to the top. I see myself changing every single day, and I think that it's something that you're really going to approve of. But as my mom, as my sister, as my friend, I just want you to check out the information and give me your opinion on it. If every single person in your household, in your family, in your friends circle, and your Instagram has seen the information, then guess what? You did. You burned out your warm market. But I can guarantee you every single one of you guys on the call has not gotten everybody that you know, love, and trust to see the information. And I'm guilty of it too, right? I'm guilty of it too. My sister thinks she knows because she sees me on charts, but I'm like, girl, you don't know. And it's funny because I signed her up anyway. But I really want you guys to urge the people that you know, love, and trust to just check it out and tell them, like, look, as my mom, as my brother, as my friend, I really just want you to check it out and give me your opinion, because I am invested in this and I think I'm going to be doing this. I know I'm going to be doing this forever. So when I get to the top, I don't want you to tell me, hey, how come you didn't tell me about this, right? Tell them we just made Forbes and get them in front of the information, right? Now, after people that you know, people that you didn't know, whatever, see the information, you always want to follow up. And so there was actually a video in the Life by Design Ladies chat that Leanne posted today. It's 2 minutes. I really, really, really urge you guys to watch it. And it talks about following up. And it talks about how a lot of times people forget. That's me. I'm people. I'm the one that you reach out to and say, I'm super interested. And then I ghost you for months because I forgot about you. And it's not intentional, but I'm busy. I got distracted. For me, I have time. I have literally shiny toy syndrome. Like someone could be like, da-da-da-da, talking to me. And then I see a butterfly and I'm like, totally in my own world. So people are like that too. And you have to realize that. So right after the call, you have to make it urgent. Hey, were you able to check out the whole call? What did you like best? By asking them what they liked best, they're automatically going to think of something positive. There's a psychology behind it. If you tell them, what did you think? They can shoot something negative at you. And people who have been raised in a negative environment, like me, will automatically find the negatives. But if you say, what did you like best? Now they have to immediately think about, what did I love? Oh, I love that you have freedom. Oh, I love that you can make money on your phone, whatever, right? Now, after they say, oh, I love this, you relate, you go, oh my gosh, I love that too. I'm going to connect you with one of the top leaders in the business, someone that has had massive success and has helped me every step of the way on my journey. And we can all just connect. I want you to meet this person. What's the best time and date to do that? Notice that I didn't say, hey, would you like to connect with my mentor? No. Not would you, not could you, not maybe, because now you're indecisive. You're not confident. And people do not follow people who are not confident. Right? Think about it like this. If you guys are on a hike and there's 3 friends and one of them goes, where did we park? Like, I don't know where our car is. And then the other one's like, I think we went that way. Oh, no, wait. Was it that way? No, was it that way? And then one of them's like, our car's right there. Who do you follow? The person that knows where the car is, right? And people don't know about this business. They don't understand that after they see the presentation, there's an opportunity for them to get their questions answered. People don't understand that they can be connected with a mentor. People need to, you literally need to, like sheep, you need to herd them to the barn, right? You need to literally, sheep don't go in barn, but whatever. You need to literally guide them to where they're supposed to go next. Okay, if you don't guide them where they're supposed to go next, you lost them. They saw the information and you lost them. So you need to be very intentional with the follow-ups. And so you want big impact, you want to be a P150, you want to be a P600, you want to be a P1000, you want to take this to the top, be a Chairman 750, you got to take big action. And what I want you guys to do is study the people that have the success that you wanted, right? This is one of the hardest things for a lot of us to realize, but many people in our life don't have the success we want. So tell me why our whole life we've been listening to what they have told us to do. You know, I hate to say that because my own family is kind of who I'm pointing at, but like my mom's not a millionaire and neither is my sister or my brother or my godfather. And so why should I go to school, get good grades, go to college, get a good job if it didn't work out for you? You know, instead, I'm following Matt Rosa. I'm following Jason Brown. I'm following Keani McGee. I'm following John Guaman to the end, right? And so if you take big action like Bryce Thompson, like David Inman ETA, right? You'll have a big impact. So here's a plan of action. You guys can edit it, change it, rearrange it, switch it. I don't mind. It doesn't matter to me. But here's my plan of action for you. Add custom quick replies on your Instagram with the script that I showed you. What is that? When you go to Instagram and you click on your messages, there's a little like chat box looking thing with 3 bubbles. You can add quick replies so that you can reach out to people in a high volume without rewriting it every single time. If you guys have been rewriting the same message every single time, I know why you're not prospecting. That's tiring, right? You have to add quick replies. If you don't know how to add custom quick replies, let's be resourceful. Go on YouTube, look it up. It's not hard, okay? 5 exposures a day. To be honest with you guys, that seems super small to me. When I first got started, I asked Yanni, how many people do you reach out to a day? He said 5. Well, since he said 5, guess what I did? I reached out to 20 because I wanted to win and I wanted to get to the top and I needed this in my life and I needed income in my life. So whatever someone else is doing, 10x it if you can. Track what you're doing. What you track is going to grow. Have a list of every single person you've talked to about this. And at the end of the week, if you're not P150 and you really wanted to be and you only talked to 3 people, you know why, right? And follow up. There's another thing on Instagram that I never knew about. It's called flagging messages. You can actually flag the messages so that later on you can follow up with all of these people. So when you go to Instagram, there's like 3 lines with like bubbles next to them. Click it and it'll show you all the unread messages you have and that you can actually flag things. Go through and flag every person that you've talked to about this, right? If you can't track it on your phone, that's a great way to track things. But you need to have a plan of action on how you're going to get there and affirm your goal, guys. Affirm your goal. Put it in writing. By September 30th, 2020, I will be P150. I will be P600. I will be a P1000. And let me just give you guys a little bit of advice that my mentor before I got into this business gave me, and it really changed the way that I was thinking, because I came into this business and I was like, hey, like in 3 months, I want to be a P1000. And don't get me wrong, that's a great goal, right? 30 people in your organization, that's a great goal. But what he said is, he told me, Mandi, and this is a guy that I honestly used to be really close friends with when he was dirt broke, and now he's on Forbes 30 under 30, so he knows what he's talking about. He said, Mandi, take a step back, realize your potential, and think bigger, faster, sooner. Bigger, faster, sooner, right? So if your goal is P150 in 30 days, 10x that. And it doesn't mean that when you get to September 30th, if you're not a P150, you should beat yourself, up like, man, I didn't get to my goal. But it's going to give you something to drive you to work faster and work harder and move a little bit quicker. It's very easy to get 3 people into this business if you are following the blueprint. I promise you that. Don't recreate the blueprint. It's already been created for you. Go with what has worked for other people. Here is a way that I did it. I used visuals. If anybody has a whiteboard in their house, draw 3 circles. If you're not a P150 yet, draw 3 big circles. And the moment that you have 3 little smiley faces in those 3 circles, guess what? You're a P150. So guess what I did, right? When I got started, I see some people are drawing circles right now. They're like, I'm drawing a million. When I got started, I drew 30 circles on my whiteboard. And every single day I looked at those circles. Every single freaking day. Put it on your steering wheel, put it in your car, put it on your mirror, draw it in lipstick on your in your restroom. Do whatever you have to do to visually see that that's all you have to do to hit P150. To have a free education and to impact 3 other people. And guess what you do from there? You help them do the exact same thing and you help them, impact 3 other people. So really, 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 I think the circle thing really took me to the next level. I know that sounds really silly, but draw these 3 circles and visualize where it is that you want to be. I'm super surprised because with the men, I had like 10 extra minutes, but I guess just ladies get me like hyped. So I gave you guys a little bit more information. But if anybody has any questions, I know it's 9:04, PST. I am happy to help you guys and answer any questions. So let me just look at the chat really quick. When do you stop 3 ways? At what rank? What do you mean, Deja? Can you explain that? This is fire, Leanne. Me too. New coming into best training I've been so far. Oh, yay. I'm glad. This is a game changer. Yay. I just followed you on Instagram. Cool. I'll follow you back right now. You're phenomenal. Thank you. So are you. I do want to answer Deja's question. Deja, can you answer, like, when do you stop 3 ways? At what rank? I don't. Like no longer put people in contact with my mentor? Yeah, so if they're people that I met on social media, once I got to like P1000, I took care of that on my own, because I'll be real with you guys, like at P150, you should already be practicing the presentation. Why? Because people are going to come and ask you questions, and if you can do a presentation, you probably can answer a lot of their questions. Should you be? No, you should be having your mentor do that, but it's never a bad thing to be prepared. So if you have not literally memorize the presentation, what I would do is do what I did. I got on every 7 p.m. PST call and listened to every single person present, and I took what I loved from each person and I made it my own. It's so important to start learning early. Yes, Leanne just wrote, always start learning early. I used to study Leanne. Like, Leanne would say something, and I know this sounds silly, but like, she would send me a voice memo, and oh, I hate voice memos because I have to replay it 1,000 times. And I'd sit there and I'd write her responses out till the day came where like someone asked me that question, and guess what? I knew what to respond because my mentor already told me. If you guys are not asking your mentors for help, like, you're never going to grow. And I think that's one thing that a lot of us forget. Like, even though we're boss babes, I came into this with 30K, already having marketing experience, already went to college. Like, I thought I knew everything, and I didn't know this business because I hadn't been in this business. So if you've never been in network marketing, I hate to say it, but you don't know network marketing, so you have to ask for help. You have to lean on your mentor. You have to look to your mentor to help you. But Deja, to go back to your question, if you're a P1000 and there are people from social media, I would run it on my own if you've been closing people left and right. But if it's someone that you know, I would never, ever, ever do it on my own. Even if it was my best friend, I would leverage my mentor, because remember what I said about the law of familiarity. People think they know you, and they might know Deja from high school. They might know Deja from when they used to play basketball with you or softball. So they don't know the true Deja that's a businesswoman and an entrepreneur. And so what you want to do is leverage your mentor so that you really can have that success with this person. So my son Nick said you're the truth. Oh, thank you. I did the men's training and it was fire, and I didn't record it, so I'm glad I recorded this one. But is there any other questions anybody has? And what if you're prospecting would it be smarter to still use your mentor? Always, guys. Even me, like, I have an okay following. But if I'm prospecting someone with 50K, I prospected someone my first couple weeks that had like 388K, and I immediately got them connected with Leanne or John or Kiani, someone that has had a lot of success in the industry. Remember, your mentors are a tool. And so if you don't use them, don't be mad when you put everything together and it ain't fixed, right? It's all broken still because you didn't use your tool. Your mentors are here to help you. And so I think a lot of times, like, it frustrates me because I used to be a coach. I used to coach middle school. And like, it frustrates me when people aren't asking me for help because I'm like, are they good? Are they okay? You guys have to be vocal. If you really want this to work out for you, you have to say, hey, can we get on a call? I want to make sure I'm doing this right. I used to always look for some type of confirmation from Leanne, from Cruiser, from CJ, from Lewis, from Kiani, from John. And I'd be like, hey, am I doing this right? Am I saying this okay? Right? Screenshot your conversations when you get stuck. Screenshot them and say, hey, what do I say next? What would you say? And then once they've told you 2 or 3 times, Leanne did this with me and I loved it, is she took the training wheels off and she said, what do you think I'd say? And then I started coming up with what I thought she'd say. Like, Victoria, you've done that with me so many times. You've reached out to me and said, hey, does this sound good? And I'm like, dude, that's perfect. And now you don't even reach out to me. You don't even need my help. But we definitely, as mentors, want to help you guys. If you really are serious about taking this business to the next level, visualize what it is you want, affirm your goals, think bigger, think faster, think sooner, and create a system where it just becomes natural for you to really reach out to people and to attract other leaders in your business and to attract boss babes and boss guys. But that's all I have for you guys. If nobody has any other questions, I do apologize. I went over like 10 minutes, but I'm glad we got to do this. I'll probably run this training again. I'm glad you guys got value. If you are not in my team and you want these slides, I will give them to you. It is no secret to success. I just literally followed my mentors and did exactly what they did and duplicated it. So do what you guys see other successful people doing and you'll have what they have. Leanne, I do want to say, since you're on the call, because I gave the same thing back to Cruiser, the day that Cruiser reached out to me and put me in connection with you, it was honestly the best day ever because it really has changed my life for the better. And I say that just to tell you guys that there's somebody out there that's looking for something like this. And for us to be afraid to approach them is a really silly feeling. You got to get over that fear and you got to just do it, shoot your shot, and find people, because there are people like me, like you, that are looking for something like this, that really want to take a change for their life. So thank you, Leanne, for your mentorship, for your help, for your guidance, for your support. And for the rest of you guys, if I can be of any service to you, please do reach out. I love you all, and I hope everybody has an amazing night. I hope this helped. If you need the slides, reach out. Have a good night, guys.